Hey, good evening, everyone. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, hi, good evening, Janique. Um, let's see. Um,
Yeah, how you doing, Professor? I'm here.
how are you, Damien?
All right.
Good. Well, I have a little bad news. It's not that bad, but let me let me share my screen. Now, everything is very slow today, and on top of all, okay, so all righty. My connection is poor right now. Yeah, I can see that. Um, my computer crashed on Tuesday and needs to be repaired. So I'm using temporarily. I'm using my old computer, which was, which runs on 10. This is from like 3 years ago, and then so first of all, there is a kind of a threat, security issues, on because Windows 10 is not supported anymore. And then second, this computer doesn't have. I mean, this is an old computer, so it doesn't have the touch screen. I mean, the screen is not for. So and a lot of things, because this is an old computer. A lot of things are not there. um, Something like whiteboard. I can't. There's no whiteboard, and I try to use Microsoft OneNote, but again, very limited because um, I have to draw. I have to use the mouse to draw. There's no way I can scratch or scribble on the screen like a so I have very limited. You can say that I have very limited range of motion, limited, um, and there's a lot of limitations I can do. But what can I do? I'll have to give it my best shot, and hopefully we won't have that much problems. Um, and it's very slow. I'm having really hard time. Um, okay, so let's see. And it looks like we're supposed to have 10 people at least, because we have 10 people in today's forum. So I should have 10 people here as well, but I have only three. Uh, I had four people. I had Ethan a while ago, and he's lost. Is having a bad connection.
Professor,
So let me.
is it possible to talk about the mistake with the attendance?
Yeah. I don't think there was any attendance. So let's see. Let's take a look at that first. So we've had we've had total of 10 sessions until now. Today is the 11th session, right? So so the 10 sessions are right, starting from the last one, 1104, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So let's check from August. Okay. Janik, you're there, right?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, then, so 26, yeah, you're there. And then 902, you're there. And then 909, you're there. And then 923, September 23rd, you're not there. And then 9:30. You're not there.
Yeah, I know I wasn't there those 2 days, but then it says from October 14th until now I was out, but I wasn't.
Yeah, what do you mean? You mean
Like,
on
on the,
September 30th you were there?
no, I know I was out September 30th, but I'm saying on the spreadsheet it says from October 14th till now I was out. Like,
So let's see. Let's continue. Let's continue.
I was there.
Okay, let's continue. And you're there, 10:07. And then 10:14, October 14th. You're not there?
Yeah, see, I was there. I put it there, but I don't know if I did it through the app, so it didn't go through correctly. I did it through the Blackboard app. I'm not sure why it's not there.
Well, if it isn't, you didn't. It's, there's no record, right? That's for sure. And then that was 14th and the 21st, October 21st. Not there.
Yeah, see, like the ones that I'm doing through the app, they're not popping up. Versus when I'm putting it on my laptop.
What app? What app are you talking about?
The Blackboard app.
What app?
It's called.
No.
It's like.
What do you mean app? You mean like on the mobile device?
Right, and it's called Blackboard.
I don't know. Either way, I don't think you're the only one using mobile app, but I haven't seen any,
Because like the ones that I put in through my computer, my laptop, they're there, and then the ones that I'm putting on the app through my phone, I don't see them there. Like I was there that day. I know I put it in that day.
Well, so just a minute, and then this is October 28th.
Yeah.
You're not there. Okay, and because this is the physical record, and I've been telling you not to use phone because it's very limited. I mean, how would you do anything on the phone? It's a small screen and you can't even do anything. Very, restricted. No Excel, no nothing, right? You can't do. And then the last test, November.
And I
So
see
that makes,
on the spreadsheet my grade wasn't
that makes
updated
like
for the first midterm.
5.
My grade is not there. It says 0.
Yeah, of course, that's at whatever the date that is as of, it's as of that date. And if you made up after that, and you're on November
No, it was before that. I did it October 27th.
4th, you're not there.
As of 11/14, and my grade's not there.
No, hold on. I'm saying I'm just looking at the the attendance record of November 4th. So on November 4th, you are not there.
Yeah, no, I know I
Okay.
wasn't there November 4th.
And then, so they all, that's all 6. Okay. And then look, that's the attendance as of November 4th, right? The midterm 1 and 2 results. So if you, the midterm 1, when I did this, that was, probably based on, whatever the data was available at the time. So if you submitted after that point, it cannot be included in there.
It wasn't after 11/4. I did it on October 27th.
No. What I'm saying is attendance. That means that attendance is based on 11/04, right? Attendance is based on 11/04. But when was midterm 2 due? So the data was collected after midterm 2, and so when was the midterm 2 due?
On like the 30th or something.
So look, as of if the attendance was collected on 11/04, right? I mean, think about it. I use the data, whatever data that is available as of that date, and the midterm 2 was due October 31st. So as of that date, I collected whatever data I had at the point. So if you submitted, midterm 1 late, it wasn't included in there. And also midterm 1 was collected when after midterm 1 was due. So when midterm 2 was due, after midterm 2 deadline, I collected midterm 2 data, not necessarily midterm 1 data. Okay, but whatever I didn't pick up, then after midterm 3, everything will be then at that point it will be all updated again. Okay, so if it isn't showing there, it's because your data was not available when I collected midterm 1 data. Okay.
So what about the 3 after that I was there for though? Like I'm aware that I was gone for 3 classes, but like I was here for the other 3 classes too. So like I don't feel like that it's fair that I should get 6 absences when I was only out for 3 classes.
Well, again, you just saw that there was no record, no physical record of your attendance. So how do I know? I mean, how do you prove it? One thing I can do, look, it's gonna take a lot of time, but I can go over the session recordings of all of these dates. Like, you know,
I wasn't in the session recordings. I just put it in the discussion board.
so then, you know, there's no way you can prove that you were there because you were not in the collaborate session. And then in the live recording of the collaborate session, if you were there, your name would be, you know, your name will be, your name will appear here in this panel. But if you are not in the collaborate session,
are not mandatory. It's only if you need help, so I don't always go to them, but I'll put my name in a discussion.
Well, again, yeah, that's right. But then you either way, you cannot prove that you were. I mean, you were not in the collaborate session, but then the only record, right? The only physical record is saying that you are not there, right? We've just verified it.
Yeah, I know,
I mean,
but that's
how can I, you know?
The phone. I don't know why it's not going through when I'm putting it in through the phone.
Well, I don't know. I don't know either. I don't know either. But you know, again,
because
that's
now
why
that's
I've been
making my
telling you
grade
that.
go down because it looks like I have 6 absences, and that's like the maximum you can get.
No, look, if you have your attendance is only, you know, like 5%. You understand?
Yeah.
One absence. Look, and then it's not gonna ruin your grade. I've been telling you all along. I can't open because, as I said, this is not my usual computer. I don't have all the files that I need. Let me try. So anyway, what I'm saying is your grade comes from 4 exams. 90% of it comes from the 4 exams, right? And then the 10% comes from your attendance. Out of that 10%, only 5% is attendance. The other 5% is your participation. In other words, every class I'm asking questions, and if you give me a good answer, great answer, you know, don't you remember average answer, great answer, you know, good answer, you earn participation points. And then there's no limit to the participation points. I mean, if you just give, you know, 5 great answers, then you just earn 5 points. And then if there's no more, then both, you know, combined with the attendance, if you made full attendance, combined with attendance and those participation points, that will make 10 out of that 100. But then if you gave me like 20 great answers and perfect attendance, then that would be, you know, 25. It will be 25, that alone, right? And then with the, you know, midterm 1, 2, 3 and final making 90% of your semester grade, suppose you've, you know, weighted average from all those exams is only 5, but then, you know, because of thanks to this 25 you earned from participation and attendance, then the total of the weighted average will be 100. I mean, the purpose of the participation point is to give you bonus point, so that, you know, even if you didn't do well in the exams, if you have racked up good participation points, so that it could, you know, balance out everything. Okay, and out of all that, the attendance is only 5%. So how can that ruin your grade? It cannot ruin your grade. You understand? Let me see. Oh, where is my? You know, a good thing is that I at least. Oh no, it's not. It's nowhere. But at least, yeah. Hold on. As I said, because this is not my regular computer. It's not. But whatever I could save in the external drive, I save. But where is the roster? There's got to be a roster somewhere. Roster folder. Gives me a. Okay, so without I don't even need to look at the that file, but again, this is, you know, why I've been telling you not to rely on the phone app, because I've tried it also on the phone, because since when my you know computer broke down for, you know, Tuesday class, I had to access it, you know, the only way I could access it is by phone. And then on the phone, you know, it's a stupid thing, you know, it's a very small screen, and there's much you can do on and a lot of sometimes, you know, on the phone app, these unnecessary tabs, like, you know, it doesn't look like this. This screen looks very small. I mean, this area of the screen looks very small unnecessarily, and this thing looks very, you know, large. And it's not even, you know, it doesn't look like this. It looks like, you know, everything is diluted. So why use phone app? Why access? How do you access the class by phone? Huh? That obviously is not really helping. So, and you know, since that is the physical record, whatever is in the discussion board, that's the physical record. Um, you know, that's something I have to base on. You understand? And then, you know, attendance is 5%. Even if you have full attendance, right? It's 5 points out of, you know, 100. It's not gonna ruin your grade, right? That's basically, that's the logical thinking. From the day one in the syllabus is set out very clearly that your semester grade is, you know, based on, you know, it's the weighted average of 20% of midterm one, 20% of midterm two, 25% midterm three, 25% final. Okay, that makes, you know, 90%. The other 10% comes from attendance and participation. So let this serve um, as a warning or example that, you know, about the disadvantages of or possible um, downside of the phone app, right? It's like, you know, if you use phone app, it's just like listening only. There isn't much you can do. But let me, if possible, let me try in the Dropbox. I hope everything is, because, you know, this is the cloud. What is this? No, that is not the. Let's see if it is. Okay, let's. No, that's 2:30. So let me open. I hope this. Okay, let me just stop sharing for a while. And because this is my old computer, it's also because of that it's very slow. And let's see if I have that raster file. No, I don't have raster file. Where is it? It is taking forever. My God, it's taking forever. And okay, I have it here. So okay, check scale. Okay, I have this file here. And to share the screen again. All right, so basically this is your attendance and unique. Let me, okay, so from the day one, August 26th, and I believe this is you, Unique. And then this is, you know, what this is your attendance score, right? Uh, there is the if I sort it by there is someone who has earned, you know, a total of 9.33. The second highest one is 5.414. So without doing much, right? Let's say uh, if you have made all 10 attendance, right? 10 attendance for all 10 sessions, it would have been 3.999, 3 point, wait, yeah, 3.33, right? Because each is 0.333. So for, you know, 10 attendances, it should have been 3.333. But again, the maximum would be, you know, think about it, 15. One semester is 15. We have, you know, 4 more sessions left. So, like, you know, 0.333 times 15, that will be, you know, like more than 4.5, definitely. It would be close to 4.9, right? So in other words, the range of the attendance point maximum you can get by attendance is only limited to like 5% of your total grade. So it cannot ruin your grade. Okay, 5% cannot do that. Okay. Alrighty. So back to
Professor, when is midterm due?
I it will have to be let me see. It will have to be like next. So we will have to complete it. Now we are in here, efficient diversification, right? Currently we are, and so we are almost done with this. Next few, no, November 18th will be, okay, so we should be done with the efficient portfolio, part 13, and in the announcement, I mean in the special board again. So it will have to be after we are done with the efficient portfolio, but you know, so it will be the week of, it will be the, it will have to be, I know 25th is Thanksgiving. Most likely it will have to be the weekend of the 19th, but I will send out an announcement, right? Let's see what we are, where we are, and okay. Risk and return part 18 topic. So we are just, you know, starting on the efficient diversification today. So it will be after we finish, you know, efficient diversification. So that will be the weekend of. That will have to be the weekend of, most likely, you know, the 26th, right? But you know, either this weekend or this weekend. Let me. I'm gonna have to. Okay, let me. Where's my drawer here? Well, it takes to. As I said, this is not my usual computer, so a lot of things are. It's missing a lot of, you know, preset preset modes, so it takes a lot of time for me to look up anything. So I cannot exactly pinpoint what will be the date, but you know, I will let you know. I always give you the announcement ahead of time. At least I give you 1 week ahead. I give announcement 1 week ahead, so you will know, and you will, you know, it won't be like a out of blue, right? I won't be breaking the news out of blue. Okay. Now, so we have spent too much time. 40 minutes just on this. So we have a lot to catch up, and so we're gonna go back to and this computer being very slow, not really, you know, easy. So in our last class, we talked about the duration, right? Macaulay duration, because duration is different from maturity, because maturity is in flat, 3-year maturity. Because of the asymmetry, because of the asymmetric sensitivity of the bond price to the change in interest rate, right? The sensitivity, right? The sensitivity, which is, sensitivity is what? This is the sensitivity, right? I don't want to repeat the same thing over and over, but this is what? Change in bond price over change in interest rate. So that's the sensitivity, right? So it's like elasticity of, price elasticity, right? The demand elasticity of, price elasticity of demand. When price changes, how much, demand changes. And Burton Malkiel, who is actually a Princeton economist. He was back in 1960s. Burton Malkiel came up with his theorem. It's called Malkiel's theorem, and Malkiel's theorem basically explains why we see asymmetric response to change in asymmetric response in bond price to change in interest rate. So what they also found, we all know, first, bond price and interest rates are inversely related, right? So when it goes down, or a bond price goes up, and for stock and bonds, for any financial assets, this inverse relationship is obvious, right? Because it's discounted by the interest rate, right? The discount rate is, the yield, basically. So when yield, the prevailing market rate, when the yield goes down, right? So this is, the horizontal axis is the change in interest rate, right? From 0% change to negative one drop, 1% drop, 2% drop, 3% drop, 4% drop, and then these are to the right side, a positive change in interest rate, increased by 1%, 2%, 3%. Then how much the bond price changes, right? We know as the interest rate goes down, the bond price will go up. But this, and when interest rate goes up, bond price goes down. But as you can see, it's asymmetric, right? It's asymmetric. The change in increase in bond price is greater. The increase in bond price is greater for the same amount of change in interest rate, right? For the same amount change in interest rate, when interest rate goes down, the price going up, the magnitude of positive change in price is greater than the magnitude of negative change in bond price when interest rate goes up. This asymmetry, because of this asymmetry, right? Basically, Malkiel's theorem talks about how, under what conditions, right? Under what conditions, the change in price is the greatest or the least, and it was well summarized in this chart. Okay, when the maturity is short, long term, short term, coupon rate is high, low, right? Bond A, I don't want to go over this again, but bond A is has a short, very little, I mean short-term left to maturity, right? Like 5 years, and high coupon rate, right? High coupon interest rate. And all the other bonds have um, long-term, right? 30 years left. But one of them has, bond B has 12% coupon rate. Bond C has 3%, very low coupon rate. Bond D also has low coupon rate. And then also the difference is that the initial discount rates for A, B, C were 10%. D, initial discount rate was 6%. And look at how they change. D has the greatest variance. In other words, wide variance in the price, right? When they're against the interest rate changes. That means volatility, wide, volatility. Volatility of bond is obviously much smaller than the, it's not volatility actually, it's variance is the better term in this case. But let's say, if you call it volatility, obviously D has the widest volatility, whereas A has the smallest volatility, right? And then, so we looked at the the actual coupon bond with coupon rate of 8%, and then yield to maturity according to different yield to maturity and different time left. So either way, I mean, we know if the coupon rate and the discount rate are the same, then the bond will be priced at par value. It will be par value, right? So regardless of the time to maturity, it will still be par value. It will sell at par value, priced at par value. But if the interest rate goes up, right? 1% by 1%, right? It's just 1% change in interest rate. And of course, because interest rate is going up, then price will have to go down. And how much the price goes down? You see 990, they all go down, but it goes down the most, right? When there is, when you have the longest maturity. Of course, long-term bonds come with, more price risk or interest rate risk, or, they mean the same thing. Price risk, interest rate risk, and maturity risk, they mean the same thing. So obviously, the longer the maturity, the price drop will be the highest, right? And then next we looked at the zero coupon bond. And the zero coupon bond, in case of zero coupon bond, because it doesn't pay any coupon, already at 8%, it will always, at the discount rate of 8%, it will already sell at discount, right? Look at the differences in the price. If it is 20-year bond, it's 214. The difference between 1-year bond and 20-year bond at the same discount rate, huge difference, right? And then interest goes up by 1%, the price will drop. And of course, you will see the biggest drop in the long-term bond, okay? So this change in the bond price without coupon is greater than the change in bond price with coupon. Of course, coupon is at least, coupon is at least, coupon payments are buffering, right? Buffering the drop in price, but without any coupon, right? There's no buffer, right? So that brings us to the next topic, which is, Macaulay duration. Duration. First of all, we'll think about what duration is and how it is different from maturity. And this is I think it's 6:52, so this is the right time to take a break. So let's take a 10-minute break and reconvene at 7:02. Okay. Alrighty. So let's take a break. Okay. So let me All right, we're back. We're back. Now, what happened to everybody? What happened to everybody? I see only 2 people. Huh? What happened to the rest of the class? This, I feel terrible. Um, Giselle, are you there? Giselle, Giselle, Akisi, are you there? Giselle, Akisi. I don't know if nobody's responding and nobody's there. I don't know if it's if there is any point in conducting. Are there, everyone? Giselle, Larissa.
I'm here, Professor.
Okay, who was that? Who was that?
It's me.
Larissa. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Larissa, at least one person. Where is Giselle? Giselle? Okay, I'm hoping the
Professor,
rest
I'm
of the
here.
class would come back. Okay, good. So,
Yes.
all right, thank you. And look, we're down to 2 people now. This is, but faithful too. So that gives me a reason to go on. So here, now we need to move on to next topic, duration. And duration is actually a concept that is a slightly different. Duration sounds like the term the term of the loan, right, or term of the bond, right? But the length of the bond is already called maturity. So how is duration different from maturity? And you might think, oh, if the maturity is 3 years, isn't the duration also 3 years? No. Maturity is more like an effective, a duration is more like an effective maturity. Why? Think of it this way. So we saw the examples of the different other bonds, right? And there are bonds with high coupon rate and uh, short maturity, long. So let me put it this way: short maturity and long maturity. We can. So I will have to use, I don't have access to. I don't have access to the regular whiteboard. So I will have to use the whiteboard from the provided by Blackboard. A whiteboard by the Blackboard. This is, and it's severely restricted. I mean, there are so much, it's severely limited in many ways because small screen. So I can also, let's see, even if I get rid of that panel, the screen is still very small, very limited. And then drawing, yeah. So then once I'm, okay, let me, so first, coupon, the bonds can be, so, 13, no, something like 502. Okay. So the bonds can be, oh, where is, oh, So this is the coupon rate, coupon, two things that define bond. One, coupon rate, and of course, and maturity, right? Time to maturity, right? Oh, what's happening? And so think about it. Some bonds fall into this category, right? High coupon and long term, right? High coupon and long term. And some bonds are um, uh, and some bonds are both some it's the right way some bonds have, you see what I'm talking about, some bonds have high coupon rate and um, uh, long time to maturity, long maturity, right? High coupon rate, long maturity, high maturity, right? Um, and some fall into some bonds have low coupon rate, but hmm, some bonds, yes, some bonds have low coupon but long maturity, right? Or I think the worst case is of course um, the worst case is low coupon and long maturity, right? And the best case is um, high coupon rate and short maturity. Is there a better way of putting this? But you understand what I'm saying, right? The bond can have either, so maybe it's a better way of, so let me rewrite it like, so case number one, bonds with high coupon and short maturity. Case number two, bonds with high coupon but long maturity. Case number three, bonds with low coupon and short term, right? Number 4, bonds with low coupon rate and long maturity. Now then, clearly, now let's think about it. What would be your preference? Obviously, if you were choosing between the 4 types of bonds, right? I would prefer, definitely everyone prefers, high coupon rate. Isn't it right? It goes without saying everyone will prefer high coupon. I mean, just like, where is? This will be number 1, of course. And then this will be number 2, high coupon, long-term maturity. Of course, we'll have to think about the present value, but there is nothing. High coupon. There's no downside to a high coupon as far as the present value is concerned, right? And also, there is nothing, no downside to short term because the risk is much less. And number 3 will be this bond, of course. This bond will be number 3. Although coupon rate is low, it's short term, so obviously there's less risk, although it doesn't pay high coupon rate. Number 4 will be, of course, the last one will be this. All right, last one, low coupon, long term to maturity. But if you think about it, so whether it is long term or short term, right? The bond's present value, right? The bond's present value because the present value of the bond is the result of the discounted future coupon payments, right? Stuck. So think about it. The higher the coupon, basically, when you discount it, the nearest one will get discounted less compared to the farthest one. You understand what I'm saying? Huh? You should be able to understand what I'm saying because this is 300. What am I trying to yeah. In other words, all the coupon payments that are in the near future get discounted less, right, than the ones that are in distant future. So the benefit of all those, so basically the benefit of all those coupons are concentrated more in the near future. Okay, what I'm saying is that the contribution of the coupon payments in the near future to the present value of the bond is greater than the contribution of the coupon payments in the distant future. Okay, does that make sense? So in other words, the shorter the maturity, right? The shorter the maturity, you will have recovered most of your initial investment early on, right? The shorter the maturity. Also, the higher the coupon rate, because the contribution, the higher the coupon rate, the benefit of all those, handsome coupon payments are mostly mostly centered around the near future. In other words, all of the contribution to the present value of the bond, the contribution of near-term coupon payments to the present value of the bond is mostly clustered around in the near future. Okay, do you get it? You understand? And therefore, you have the higher the coupon rate, and the shorter the maturity, you will have pretty much recovered your initial investment early on. So think about it. Even in the long-term bond case, right? Because most early coupon payments are discounted a lot less than the remote coupon payments. Contribution, you have recovered most of your initial investment early on, regardless of short-term or long-term. So the point is, once you have recovered most of your initial investment, then the risk is pretty much minimized. You don't have any more risk because you have already recovered a lot of your most of your initial investment. So that's the idea of duration. Okay. Understand? That's the idea of duration. So in other words, so let me go back to the slide. Oh, and I will need to change this setting. Share application. So in other words, so weighted average is, I'm sorry, the duration is the weighted average of time periods until each payment, with weights being proportional to the present value of payment. In other words, look, weight of each payment is, this cash flow 2, right? There's cash flow 1. If the maturity is 3 years, right? There will be cash flow 1, cash flow 2, cash flow 3. In other words, cash flow is the coupon payment, right? You will be, of course, you will, discount it. Cash flow 1 will be discounted once. Cash flow 2 is discounted twice. Cash flow 3 will be discounted 3 times. Now, and then of course, in the last year, there will be uh, the face value too. But now let's think about it. Coupon payment is constant, right? So, and what is this? CFT divided by 1 plus y over t is none other than the present value of those coupon payments, right? It's none other than the present value of coupon payments. So it's basically the present value, and then uh, um, what is the proportion? What is the proportion of that uh, present value of that cash flow out of the entire bond value, bond price, right? That's the weight, right? That's the weight. So the weight of the first coupon payment, present value of the first coupon payment is coupon payment over 1 plus y being the discount rate, the yield to maturity or discount rate. That gives you the present value of the first coupon payment, and then over bond price. So this is basically what you are dividing. Um, you are dividing. Um, uh, you're finding the proportion of the present value, right? You're finding the proportion of each coupon payment, present value of each coupon payment, to the bond price. So then that proportion is basically the weight, right? So here, and then you multiply it by time period. So first coupon payments weight is this, coupon over 1 over bond price, okay, times 1. 1 doesn't need to be written, right? 1 doesn't need to be written, so it will be just weight 1, right? Weight of the first, coupon payment, and then 2 times weight of the second coupon payment, 3 times weight of the third coupon payment, all the way to the last coupon payment. Okay, so that is why the the weight of the last payment is not only the coupon; it will also include the par value, right? So it can be summed up like this: it's the sum of all the weights, times the time period, right? Second coupon, right, and so on. So then the duration estimates how many years it will take for an investor to be repaid the present value of the bond by its total cash flow, right? In other words, how many years it will take to recover his investment, right? So it's a weighted average. It's basically weighted average. You have weighted all the coupon payments and summed all of it, so it's weighted average. Okay. So without further ado, let's do this example. I want you to. There is a. There is a file in the. There is a file in the topics folder, right? There is a file in the topics folder. If you go to right? Topic 3, there are multiple files. There are multiple files there. So um, these are Excel files, bond exercise 0, spreadsheet 11.1, 11. So you need to download all of those files, but first, then open this one, spreadsheet 11-1. Okay? Now, Larissa, are you there, Larissa? Giselle, are you there, Giselle? Did you download this file?
Yeah, Professor.
Okay, Larissa, did you download this file?
No.
No, do it now. Do it now.
Okay.
Yeah, spreadsheet 11-1. Okay. Giselle, are you there, Giselle? Giselle? I don't know. This is a disaster. I mean, I cannot do this class. Anyway, the main lecture is Giselle. Are you there, Giselle? All right. Even if there's only
Yes,
Giselle,
Professor,
okay.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. Did you download the file that I was talking about?
Yes, I'm downloading it right now.
Okay, and please have it in front of you, right? Open it in front of you. So, so you should have this in front of you. So, what is this? What is this all about? Look, I've been telling you that duration is the weighted average of all the present value of coupon payments out of the proportion of the present value of coupon payments to the bond price. So in that case, proportion is always the weight. So then, so let's find the present values of these bonds. So these bonds have this bond has 8%. Bond A has 8% coupon rate. So it's gonna pay $80 every year, and its maturity is 3 years. Maturity is 3 years. So let's find the present value of those coupon payments, those cash flows, and when interest rate is 10%. If the interest rate is 10%, of course, we'll just discount it by 1 plus and raised to 1, because it's year 1, right? I mean that will do nothing, because raising to 1 is just itself. So raising, but we'll need to lock. We'll need to fix that B1, right? We'll need to fix that, so we'll need to lock it. And you know how to lock it. Hitting F4, right? If you hit F4, of course, function key and F4, it's gonna lock it. Okay, that way, if you drag it down, we'll find all the present values. Of course, these are all dollar values, right? Forget that these are all dollar values. So put dollar values there. Okay, and then we'll find what is the total, the sum. Use auto sum simply. Look, so this is the price of the bond. In other words, this is the present value of the bond, right? So that's the price of the bond. Now we're going to find the weight of each of these coupons, the present value of coupon payments. So that the present value of the first coupon payment, and then we divide it by the price of the bond. Again, you'll need to lock it, right? So that you can drag it down. And the again, the sum, you can drag it to the right, but sum 1, it must sum to 1, right? It must sum to 1, right? Okay, sums. Then we multiply these payments, right? Times the time period, right? We multiply the time periods by the weight, right? The weight of year 1, the first weight of year 1 is only 0.0765. Think about it. Because in year 1 and year 2, there's only coupon payment. So obviously, out of the whole stream of flow, out of the entire stream of cash flow, right? The weight of the first cash flow is obviously very small, right? Compared to the last year's cash flow, because in the last year, there's also the payment of the par value, right? Payment of the par. But anyway, you do that, and you drag it down. And then you sum it using auto sum. So then what is this? Sum of all that, sum of the column F is 2.7778 almost. What does that mean? What it means is, although the maturity is 3 years, actually, by 2.78 years, you will have already recovered all your initial investment, right? You will have recovered all of this 950 already by then. Okay, so that's what the duration is. It's effective maturity, right? So once you have done that, then don't forget to put the bottom bar, right? Bottom outline. Now, compare that with the zero coupon bond. Let's compare that with the zero coupon bond. The zero coupon bond has no coupon payment. So obviously 0, 0, 0, and only in the last year you get the face value. So let's do, again, they are dollar values, so I will put $sign there. So then, we find the present value of all of that. And then $0, what present value can there be? It will be 0, of course. 1 plus 10% here. Discount rate is 10%. And you lock it by hitting F4, right? Lock it by hitting F4. And then it's present value, so discount close. And then you drag it down. I'll put $sign first. And then you drag it down. Okay, so this is the value of 1,000 par value. And the sum, using auto sum, is still the same thing, right? Forgot to put $sign. And then the weight, present value out of the present value of each payment out of the present value of the bond, and okay, we hit F4 and lock it, right? We'll lock it by hitting F4. And of course, there's nothing because, it's $0. And then we drag it down. Yeah, the weight, it's got to be 1. The whole thing, again, auto sum 1. So in other words, all the weight is in the last tier, and the payment of the par value, because it's a 0 coupon. And then we do the same thing here. So we the time period times the weight, and we drag it down, and then sum. And then what do you find? What do you find? So what do you find? The weighted average of all the clearly there's no difference. There's no difference between the duration and maturity in case of 0 coupon bond. There's no difference. Okay, there's no difference. And the difference, obviously, coupon bond has a difference between maturity and the duration, but 0 coupon bond doesn't have any difference between the two. So up to this point, did you all get the same result? Did you all get the same result as mine? Larissa, did you get the same result? How about you, Giselle? Did you get the same result? Are you there? It looks like I've lost you, both of you. Look, there are only 2 people here, and we can't really. And if you're not responding, there's no way. There's no point in continuing this anymore. All right? Collaborate session is mainly for questions and answers, and for reflection. And neither of you are responding, so I don't know if you're even following this discussion. So if you're not there, I think it's only there's no point in continuing this. The main lecture is, but you must you must study the main lecture. Without the main lecture, then there's no way you can do anything. But as for this the collaborate session, I will have to. I think it's time to call it a day. Call it a night, rather. I think it's better to call it a night. I hope to have more people in the collaborate session in the next class. So have a great weekend, everyone, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Okay? I'll stop sharing and stop recording and sign out.